What's going on, guys? It's Elias. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. We're standing in front of the brand new Ford GT500. And normally I don't really cover Fords, but this thing is impressive. Let's go around it, take a close look, and see what I'm most impressed about. I mean, this thing is insane. So as you guys are well aware by now, I have a love-hate relationship with the GT brand. I love the GT350, and I've come close many times to buying one to accentuate my garage. I have a Type R that would go great with the GT350, but now they've brought out the GT500, and I haven't really looked at it yet because I think I'd be too tempted to buy one. So now that we're in front of it, let's go ahead and take a close look at it and see what makes it so powerful. Just from here, I mean, I see so many things, but we'll get close up and I'll explain to you guys what I'm looking at and what it means. So taking a close look, obviously it's got the, the nice little headlights that we've all been accustomed to see from the Mustang. But then what's impressing me is all these different coolers that it has. So it's got a radiator here, probably an oil cooler. And then in there, you can't really see it, it's painted black, is a very large intercooler. And it's got a gigantic radiator. I mean, this radiator can probably fit nicely in a Ford F350 and it wouldn't be out of place. It's got all these fins and things to make sure that cooling gets to where it needs to, but it goes to show you how much heat this thing is going to generate. On this side you have, of course, another radiator for cooling, and it's just got so much going on in the front. It's got a huge gaping mouth to gulp up gallons and gallons and gallons of air. One really cool feature you don't really see that much in production cars is this hood right here. And I checked, it at least looks functional, and I would assume it is because it's going to generate a ton of heat. And what it's doing is basically air goes through here, goes in there, and it gets thrown out through the top. Looking closely at the bottom of the hood, it is functional right there. You got a nice little pocket where air goes through. And there's the heart of the Mustang. You can see the engine right there. It's a fairly big engine there. There's a supercharger right on top. And it looks like there's not much room except for the front here to work on stuff. But man, this is an awesome engine. One thing I really do like a lot is that they're starting to include these braces in most performance cars. This is a very nice looking brace. I think the Mustang would definitely benefit from having more bracing. I drove one recently. It was a convertible and it was kind of soft, but in their competition cars, their performance cars, I'm glad they're including these giant braces there, and I think it's really cool. It's got to be down. Yep. Now, one of the defining features for this car right here are these really cool looking carbon fiber wheels. I mean, there's so much to take in right here, but first let's talk about the wheel itself. It's definitely carbon fiber. It's really cool that Ford's offering these carbon fiber wheels. They offer a very strong wheel at a very lightweight package. I think it's, again, amazing that this car brings it. It's a production car. I mean, it's gonna cost probably 100 grand. But it's really cool that it brings it. And let's talk about these giant brakes. I mean, these are the biggest discs I've ever seen on a production car. It's probably gonna need it. Huge. They look like 6-piston Brembos, maybe more. I mean, that's the biggest Brembo caliper I've seen, again, in a production car. Wow, super impressive, guys. And then you've got, of course, the cooling ducts to bring air in to the brakes. Really cool. Now, taking a look at the interior, it's pretty, honestly, standard Mustang interior. Nothing that crazy to write home about. I like the paddle shifters. A little bit plasticky for my taste. I wish they were metal. for the price you're probably going to pay on this car, but you're not really paying for the interior, you're paying for the engine. It is Alcantara. I don't like Alcantara steering wheels, they wear out too fast, and you got some fake carbon fiber here. They really tried to accentuate the interior as much as they could, but I think the best part about it, I think, of course, is the seats. These nice Recaro seats. So I definitely look forward to seeing these out on the track. Yesterday I was at Pocono and I definitely saw a lot of GT350s, definitely very fast cars. This will be a little bit faster, if you can believe it, with that nice supercharged V8 from Ford Performance. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like the car? Do you guys not like the car? What do you think about the carbon fiber wheels? I think I like the carbon fiber wheels. I just probably wouldn't run them. You know, you crack one of those, it's probably what, $2 a pop? $2 per wheel at least. Probably more at this point. I don't even know how much it is. Eventually they will come down in price, but right now I think it's super expensive and I wouldn't run them. But it is really cool that they do have it. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up. Really quick little look at the GT500. Again, really cool car, really tons of power, functional hood scoop, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching guys, I'll catch you next time. Peace.